I've noted before in reference to TV Movie Fair about the overlap that has the potential to exist from one project to another. The consistency between two different works of this one is kind of unique in that it's not even from the same studio. I mean, Real One Entertainment have been spotlighting a lot recently. They're behind this. And the other project, by comparison, is split in studio and in genre. But I read the scope of Falling for the Manny in regards to the pitch, which we'll get to in a minute if you're not familiar. I'm suspecting for a number of you it'll be the case. And I think instantly of like Nanny Cam or something along those lines, with a movie centered around a nanny that comes in, or a Manny, I guess you could say, if you found another story by comparison, again, that has the same elements, and fell into an infatuation with somebody else in the house that they were serving. Again, there's projects that fit that line. Maybe Nanny Cam isn't the only one, but that's on the thriller path. This is the romance side, so it's a bit different. But, I do think in regards to genres, though I'm much more a thriller guy, who doesn't love a good romance movie? And Real One Entertainment, like every other TV company, I put them in the space, let's say, being Mar Vista, Hallmark, Lifetime adjacent. In fact, some of their movies, I believe, have debuted on part of Lifetime's channels, from what I've seen. They might be a bit tepid, right, and usual in expectation, but they're still charming. There's a reason Hallmark is successful as they are, especially I think it's transferring a bit, partly because of Hallmark's own making. I won't go on a tangent with that one, but let's say Great American Families coming in and sort of uprooting their prestige in certain circles. Anywho, again, let's add them to the list, because it's almost this existent pool of similar outlets. But Falling for the Manny from Real One Entertainment, this might be fun. We'll have to see for ourselves together. Again, I'm suspecting many of you are not aware of this movie yet. It's a pretty straightforward pitch, like I've already given you, but if you want the IMDb verbatim synopsis, here you go. When single mom Alice finds herself up for partner at her firm, there's just one obstacle: the annual partners family retreat. Alice hires her sisters Manny, Jacob, to help look after her 9-year-old daughter while they're away. Even some familiar elements in that too, among other projects, not just the Manny focus. It's like, why is it always like a law firm? I think that's kind of what they're going for. I don't know exactly, but I'm suspecting. But it's always like surrounding legal people. I don't understand. Like, are they just really lovesick that you have a studio? Like, we need to make more movies for those that are wanting some romance in their life and maybe want to see that depicted on screen to different extents. Let's take a look at Falling for the Manny together. I find it, again, like I said, to be a cute pitch, even though there's so many points of similarity. But based on my familiarity, and yes, I have seen Nanny Cam. Again, on the thriller lines, but very similar. You have the nanny that comes in and a romance blossoms, although that one was much more in dire states towards the end. This will be, I'm sure, longer lasting. And maybe it's a very realistic story. I don't know, you might have scenarios in real life of people hiring nannies or mannies and they fall madly in love with them. Who knows? Let's take a look at this and see.
I think I'm a natural fit when it comes to considering partner. It's Lily's school.
I'm not picking her up again.
I didn't know her school was getting out early again.
I can send my nanny.
I'm Jacob. I'm the nanny.
You're the nanny?
Or Manny.
Oh my gosh!
I told you you'd get through.
You have been invited to a family activity away week. Take Lily with you.
And who's gonna watch her when I'm in my meetings?
There is always
Okay.
Absolutely not.
The first time I read it, I'm like, are they staying, like, how would they fall in love if she's away and then he's staying home?
Mr. and Mrs. Brennan?
That makes sense.
Alice, I look forward to you attending all of our family events.
Oh, actually, we should probably keep it as friends for now.
Don't do that. She is not that comfortable. Water.
Oh, you seem just fine with it, aren't you, Lil?
Want it?
No, don't even think about it.
I will say they're depicting the nature of the romance very well, even though back in my mind I'm like, okay, this is like every other TV romance film.
That sounds great.
At least the direction it's going, it's very predictable.
I'm sorry, I thought we were having fun.
Oh no! Sorry!
I'm so sorry. So what are we looking at here? Singing, gymnastics?
It's a poem.
Will you be joining us for the Mr. and Mrs. competition this evening?
Oh.
And you'll be all the partners talk about this week.
Yellow.
Popcorn.
Hawaii.
You're taking a shower?
Pretty woman.
How'd you do that?
It's easy, you just say what you see.
Oh, okay, that's sweet. See, the scripting's pretty good.
You're a little nervous around
Even though I know, again, the takeaway from a lot of people is going to be, this is so conventional. But who doesn't like romance fare?
You were joking? I know I was pretty highly strung when we first met.
You were stressed. I could tell that wasn't the real you.
Do you like my mom?
Of course I do.
I mean, like, life.
We're doing
The more sophisticated
Have a
form.
good time with her.
I really know what you mean when you say forever.
They have really good chemistry, I would say, among the family.
Mom,
Oh no.
what's going on?
Please don't go.
This has been fun, but it's been work.
Jacob was supposed to take me on the boat today. I know how important this meeting is.
So you got the
It's
girl
all
that's
over
caught
the
between both guys.
I can't do this.
They're about to call us into the meeting.
This is about my daughter. I don't want her waiting around for me anymore. She's too important.
This week with you wasn't what I expected. I've fallen for you, Alice.
Okay, again, as we've said many times before on this channel, I've consulted a large body of TV film fair trailers, and they all go, most, not all, go down this path of, well, you spoiled everything. So I don't necessarily need to know the twist, even though we can all guess it at this point. Right? It keeps some charm to the project to be like, will the two end up together? No, you don't need to tell me explicitly, at least in a nearly 2.5-minute trailer. I find it charming. I mean, again, who doesn't? Maybe part of it, I've said many times, I'm looking at this from a, lovesick single guy's perspective who has aspirations of romance and yet has not gone down that path yet. Well, you deal with the cards life gives you in the, in the time you're dealt them. But I think falling for the Manny, as I've said many times, a romance fair, I can just cast my sorrows in a project like this and just melt away. Like, it's such a beautiful project. Again, we all know, the expectations of TV romance film fair. It always has the same ending for the most part, but it still is fun to entertain. And this one's got a good script. I really liked that line in the middle where it's like, the pretty woman, I just say what I see. And you're like, that's really, that's nice. I mean, again, I totally buy the chemistry here, by the way, of everybody, as I said. The male coming in, the Manny, he's quite funny. She's an engaging lead, and the child is, I would say, adorable, especially in regards to portraying that this is like the idealized father coming in, or stepfather, I guess, right? And, being a parental role model, you sense that bond between father and child, that type of dynamic that makes it extremely realistic. I find it fun, it seems like an engaging movie. I think the perspective on it, especially with the vacation scene, makes it alluring. It's a beautiful project to look at. Filmed pretty well, like every other TV movie I know, but still it's fun. Like, who doesn't like these? Again, like I said, there's a reason these TV studios are so popular. What are your guys' thoughts for falling for the Manny? I mean, I think it's even a cute brand, too. It's very on point, but it's a sweet project. I'd like to watch it. I'd love to hear your perspective down below if you wish to disclose your perspective. I'll definitely give it a try. I don't know where it's releasing. My suspicion is it's going to be probably on, like, Lifetime or something. Does IMDb note where yet? No, they do not. I'll keep an eye on it, and if there's any updates, I'll maybe put that in the comment section going forward. I'm suspecting there's only be one trailer for this, which is fine. I thought it was sufficient enough engagement, especially since you gave away the ending. But it looks fun. I might enjoy it. I'm sure probably many of you will too. It looks sweet. Again, totally makes sense as a pitch, even though it does have conventional elements. I find its depiction very tastefully portrayed and engaging. I think it'll be a fun film to watch. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.